We're going to do something a little different now. Shadowrun Returns, indie game based off a pen and paper RPG. It came out around 2011, 2012. Yeah, it's a pretty fun little game. It's kind of a tactical RPG similar to Fallout, or the first two Fallout games. Right, so we're just gonna do the main storyline. We have all these user-generated campaigns and levels, which some of them don't work, but you know, whatever. We're gonna pick the Dead Man Switch. So in the urban sprawl of the Seattle Metroplex, the search for a mysterious killer sets you on a trail that leads from the darkest slums to the city's most powerful megacorps. You will need to tread carefully and enlist the aid of other runners to master powerful forces of technology and magic in order to emerge from the shadows of Seattle unscathed. And it could do hard, but don't really get any achievements or anything for playing on the harder difficulties. Okay, and we play a male. And first playthrough I played as an elf. It's funny because I'm playing an elf, my Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. So why don't we continue with the tradition? And I'm probably just gonna make my own little class. No. That one's fine. So you just customize your character. This is your how it looks in the overworld. That's fine. Alright, so you gotta spend your karma points, which are basically just your level up points, ability points. Let's see. It's best. I usually prefer using rifles. We'll occasionally use an SMG or a shotgun, depending on the class I'm using. Like if it's a street samurai, I'll use like a shotgun for close range. Just dodge. We're going to no, it's not too close combat. Going to be a Decker rigger hybrid. So we're going to use drones. You actually don't have to do a lot of decking, so I'm not going to increase my decking past maybe 2. I might increase it a little higher. I don't know. spin the last bit of... That's fine. Alright, etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. Okay, so this basically adds different dialogue options and talking to different NPCs. Oh, I guess I'll go corporate. And I think you all know what I'm going to choose for the name. Obviously. Down and out, your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you have left. Running the Shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. That's one's a famine for the ages. Slagging fixer hasn't called, money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your new yin. Something needs to change, and soon. Apartment 2054. It's 3 o'clock a.m. You got nowhere to go but down. It's a very text-heavy game. Slip of paper on with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. Your notebook, calendar, contracts, that kind of things. It's basically just a list of all my people who I've worked for. Person calendar, it's empty. But yeah, Shadowrunners are basically like mercenaries that work for corporations and other organizations. Samwats. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Samwats. Hey buddy, we didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. Where have you been, Sam? I haven't heard from you in months. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this bid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. Probably had it coming. You're an unsavory character like myself. You tend to associate with unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So, why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. But you had a big payday and you're living high off the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Raku run? When things went to hell? We lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? Really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd. It's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Flashback. Three years ago, makeshift bar at the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down. New Larry. We're running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anyone die like that before. Idiot. Shakes his head. Hate this fragging city, Tecmo. It's wet and the rain feels like acid and I want out of here. Let's see. Wait for the money. Yeah, sure, of course. I'll wait all night if I have to. I don't know, Tecmo. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight. He's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. He shakes his head. The run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer's late. Smells funny to you? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. It's supposed to be a public place. Got the direct, Sam. Both know why Dowd went down. It wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for you all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spit it out. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? Been twitching all day, son. Look at your hands, they're shaking. Own up, Sam. If you're screwed up, admit it. I'd admit if there was something to admit. I was on point. Knew Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans in to New Larry, amused and dangerous. We're set up. He knows it. Don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before you hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. Your chummers are damaged. I'm out. How much did they pay you to sell us out, Larry? He stops, and a smile slowly appears on his face. Honestly, it didn't take much. Just enough to get me back to Portland, set up a Cush Corp job. I'm out of this racket. Got incoming. Larry relaxes and throws you a direct-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. You're gonna take the hard dive off your corpse, buddy. Or hard drive. I can't read. We should choose our friends more carefully, Techno. That guy was never my friend. Mine neither. I think I'll shoot him. Be my guest. Alright, and our first instance of combat. Like I said, it's like a tactical RPG similar to Fallout. First 2 or 3 Fallout games. And Fire Emblem. Now in turn-based combat mode, each character has team has an action pool, setting up these actions on movement, attacks, or spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy will move, attack. Additional tutorial information. I could explain it. Okay, so basically just move around on this grid. And this, like, one section of the grid costs like 1 action point to move. If you move out a little bit more to the next grid, it costs 2. And those shields that appear whenever I move the cursor next to something, it's basically how much cover you'll receive from something. Like, for instance, the unhighlighted shield is minimal cover, fully highlighted shield is maximum cover, and then if it's like a somewhat highlighted shield, it's like this one, it's in the middle. So it's best to stay in cover whenever you can. Yeah, that coming. Alright, and this character, Sangoma, she's a shaman. In certain spots you can summon spirits. Use them to attack. Let's see, it's big wave. Target means 2 dodge. And each move that summon spirit uses cost action points from the shaman. And if you don't have enough action points for the shaman to give to the spirit, sometimes it can like turn on you and start attacking you. Dang. Yeah, let's use my decking. There, now I can lock on to this target right here, do more damage. Let's get into cover. Alright, so I gotta give my action points to the spirit. Escape chance is 6%, so it's pretty low. I think it increases over time though. It heightens your chances of losing control of the spirit. Dang. And we got company. Any grenades? Oh yes, nice. Can't throw them though. Kind of want to get into more cover though. Kind of have my back turned. They can do more damage if you're facing away. Oh, is that a mage? I don't know. There we go. Okay, no, that's a mage. Oh wait, that's a shaman. Even worse. Just get rid of this guy. Okay, so it's best to kill the shaman before it summons spirit. You can also just kill the shaman after it summons, and it'll cause the spirit to disappear. Come on, make contact. There we go. It's a little damage. Huh, missed. Oh, it escaped. Huh, that's good. Lost control. Let's see. I guess I'll just be a support for the most part. Guess just reload. I can't seem to hit it. Try to take out that shaman. There we go. Now the mage. Alright, Sargama lowers her head. Lowers her gun. Eyes Sam. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing is heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. You don't look too good, Sam. You were born for this gig, Tecmo. Me, not so much. I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk till I croak. What about you? Find a safe house out of town, lay low. Morocco has a good memory. I do too. I don't forget my friends. Share Sam's face on your comment. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is on the top of that list. Maybe it's the only name on that list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. Got 100,000 union insurance policy. Payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag justification. Either works. It's kind of a weird sentence. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mingert, and McCain, and the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to the left. Chet? Oh, it's Damon Wayans. The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Rangert, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must be able to secure a landline to access this number. You will not accept transmissions from comments or other devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously for the first time. Look, Tecmo, I've led a direct life and probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself, I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'd say my schedule's pretty clear right now. Hope you just said yes. Got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. Plane hits the C-track tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. Chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of Redmond Barrens. Organic grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. Hurting bad enough for Nguyen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash off the side. This franchise is the closest thing to the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems like this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Yeah, it's a very text-heavy game. I enjoy it. Someone's in the back. Smell of death and decomposition wash over you. Only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic. Alright, let's save. And we got a dwarf. Dressed in. Hovering over the recently departed a small dwarf, whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want to expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up at you with a lopsided grin. Something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, I didn't expect any. Alright, and I'm back. Had a bit of an interruption, but you know, it's fine. I need to get some water anyway. Throat's getting a little itchy. Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour. Some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? You the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area coroner, too. And you are? Tecmo, I'm here about Sam Watts. His grin fades. What makes you think I know anything about that? Sam has a locator chip embedded in his skull. Followed it here. I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not that many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam did. His heart stopped. 100,000 Nguyen was wired to a secure account in his name. I found the killer. If I find the killer, I get paid. Dwarf raises his eyebrows, smile wiping suspicion off his face. Dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have revealed that I was gonna earn 100,000 Nguyen from finding his murderer. But, you know, whatever. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third was one downtown. Sounds grisly. He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insist on calling the Ripper. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. This one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What price did the Ripper take from Sam? Watts' liver was plainly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? First victim's heart was missing, and the third had his spleen removed. Dresden, get over here. Or get out here. I'm a little jittery. I don't know, maybe it's the lack of sleep. Alright, well, I guess we could steal a med kit and investigate the body. Sam's body is half covered with sterile surgical sheet, his face is an ashen white for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dry blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. You got a business card, moving things around. You see a card called the Seamstress Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. And a cred stick. Standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Why not? Let's tamper with evidence. I received 300 new yen. Purple shirt. Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing. Blood. It's been thoroughly soaked. Bag sloshes a bit in your hand. It's a handwritten note. You see part of the note given torn off bits and bloodstained. Sam, I feel terrible. We have been long. Sam, sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Alright. We got an orc, McCluskey. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. Ignore the tusk, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow. You can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper, Vic Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Coroner frowns. So you insisted on at that time. Chortles. Come on, she offed herself. Had it on a very good authority. Let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, and removes a single organ with that while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed. A slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. He has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. Anatomy. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Not necessarily. Don't know any surgeons who would use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn health dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally noticed you notice superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? I guess you just come out about it. Yeah, I'm hired to investigate Sam's murder. The dreck you were. Get anywhere near my investigation, I'll be you on that slab elf. Looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. Get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Okay, well, don't think we'll be getting much help from McCluskey. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. Are you gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. Going to return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict some mother could mean another 10 new yen a week to his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor. After a fashion, I try to honor the dead in my work. So we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone from Major Pool has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? Official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide. There are some unusual bruises on her upper arms. She didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? Health bagging worth a bunch of new yen, individual organs not worth much anymore. All the synth and cyber stuff in the market. Organ grinders only deals recently deceased. Plenty of chop shops. Picky though. We still use scalpels. Doctors learn to use them in first year medical school. District coroners, but neither professions use them as much. Where Sam killed. Dresden looks at you. Intently for a moment for speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back, see if you can find anything useful. Okay then. Alright. I might not read every line of dialogue, but I'll just leave it up long enough for you to read. And also, I would suggest you to maybe watch this in full screen on the highest quality possible, because the screen's kind of small, or it's big, but it's like the text is kind of small. Alright, let's investigate the body lockers. Find something interesting. Open the drawer. Fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. Body seems to be in very good condition. Sounds familiar? Whoa, easy there. Jake Armitage. If you've ever played the Super NES Shadowrun, he's the main protagonist from that game. One quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. Someone just woke up in a morgue locker. He seems unfazed and pretty well put together. Got a data drag drilled in his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. Interesting combination. Told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? Doesn't feel like 6. I didn't expect you to be alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he pulled a funny. Not the first person he pulled this one on. Chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. You're in after me. What's your story? Sam, huh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then. We're at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Drake yells forward, goes towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level. Looking for Sam. Believe it or not, it's some sort of dead man switch. They could help him out. Maybe even stop moping about the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. Pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. Name's Jake. And you are? Just call me Techno. Nice to meet you as well. Or nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you've been taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. Might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night. The night of the murder. Poor guy. There's a glare on my screen. That's why it's making it so hard to read. Here we go. In the shadows. He was hanging out at the seamstress's union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. I've been laying low there for a while. Or for a few days after a bad run. Miss Kubota asked me to throw Sam out. So I did. But out into the alley, some gangers just got the jump on me. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? It's your own damn cup. Hands are dirty anyway. What's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on your head. Like I said, my last job didn't go exactly according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on me. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit on my head. Jake smiles. Get the impression that it didn't work out well for the gangers. Sam stumbles off during the fight, though. And that's the last time I saw him. So he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day in this place. Done this before? That's actually how the game opens up. or the SNES game does. It's a long story. I end up in it more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you get a free night stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, lucky you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners around here. Their leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. Need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. Not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. Maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? Nice to have someone watching your back out there. I get it. Gotta be careful with this trade. Not one to go back on a deal, though. John, can you vouch for that? Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. What do you say? Alright, count me in. Okay, we're hiding out here since we're running Halloweeners, bunch of gangers. Pitch the barons in the turf. Hell, I'm surprised to make it into more than one piece. So you need a weapon? Yes. I will take a rifle. You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind, here's a rifle. Is that a... is that a reference to the Kennedy assassination? Okay. Didn't expect that dialogue. Then I never chose the rifle in playing the scene. So ready for an evening out on the town? Yes, I'm ready. Follow your lead. Alright, so... and we have Jake Armitage on our team. Pretty cool guys. Shaman. Decker. Street Samurai hybrid. Which realistically isn't the best build, but you know, the original NES game didn't really follow the rules of the pen and paper RPG. Run in the Seattle Bronx and later you find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. Doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, dash tourist trap. You've got a recipe for mean as hell. Leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind and drink the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops and wants to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry content. The stench and grime tell him he's home. Okay. I think this would be a good spot to stop. Yes. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next part.